As part of We the People, celebrating 250 years, here's This Day in History. Proudly sponsored by American Family Insurance.
Celebration rolls on for America's 250th birthday. We are sharing our We the People series, people, places, and things that have shaped our country into what it is today. And we're heading outside on this one, Charlie.
Here we are on this day, August 25th, back in 1916. Then President Woodrow Wilson signed the National Park Service Organic Act into law, creating a new federal bureau to protect national parks and monuments. However, the first national park was established years earlier. Yellowstone National Park was created in 1872. Even though Wisconsin doesn't have any national parks, Badger State still plays a big role in the creation of the NPS. Conservationist John Muir attended UW-Madison, lived in Wisconsin for many years. He is nicknamed the father of the national parks, as his writing and advocacy helped create both Yosemite and Sequoia national parks in California. Nowadays, there are 63 officially designated national parks across the United States that drew over 94 million visitors in 2025. That's This Day in History for August 25th.
That's one thing I'd like to do more, is see the national parks. I've only been to one, Grand Teton. What about you? Been any? Yellowstone, Yosemite?
No.
No? See, they're hard to get
Actually,
to.
I've been to, no, I have not been to Yosemite.
Yeah?
I've been past Yosemite, but
Okay.
not to Yosemite. I'm trying to think if I've been to a national park. I've been to Grand Canyon.
Okay, that counts.
Yeah.
I've never been to that. I'd like to see that. So, got to get moving on this, you know?
Yeah. I'm running out of time. Trying to think. I'll be thinking for the next
You got
day,
plenty
trying
of
to
time,
figure out.
Charlie.
I'll ask my wife if I've ever been to one. She
There you
would
go.
know.
She would know for sure. Thank you, Charlie.
A new